And it's finally over, and we're going to start a new chapter.
Yeah. Animated. That's the wheel next month. Animated horror films, which is going to be really fun. And the wheel will be.
I did not choose an animated fucking Resident Evil. I was like, I'm done with Resident Evil unless someone else put one on there.
I didn't.
Good.
I thought about it, but I was just like, you know what? Nah.
Yeah,
I'd
I'm
rather
done
play
with
the game. I'd rather
I
play
mean,
the game.
I would watch it, but nah, I'm done with it.
For now, yeah. So that will be coming up at the end of the show later. We're gonna start doing it at the end of the show instead of in the middle. Now we can talk about it a little bit more. Talk about the movies if we've seen them or not, all that fun stuff. But yeah, shit. How's everybody doing?
Doing good. I had the day off today, but I had doctor's appointments. But
Okay.
still a day off. It's not me working. That's what I count.
Rub it in, James. Rub it in.
How's that? What was it? Your knee, right? Your knee or your ankle?
Oh no, these were different. This was my first appointment for a psychiatrist.
Oh, nice.
To manage my anxiety meds and stuff. They put me on Prozac.
Well, damn, I didn't think we was gonna be going to shit. Okay, but
Well,
I was just wondering how the foot's doing. You know what I mean?
ankle's fully healed.
Good.
Knees are feeling better because I lost a lot of weight. That was my second appointment. I had my I call it my fat fuck doctor.
This
But
guy.
I lost over 100. I'm at 116 pounds lost now.
That's
Good
awesome,
shit.
man. Congratulations.
Thank you. So
You
my
guys are
knees.
bragging about that.
I got my injections Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So feeling really good now.
Nice.
Other than that,
That's
that was my day. Doing good.
That's good.
Good shit.
So you got business taken care of. That's good. That's always good.
Hell yeah.
How are you guys today?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Worked overtime. Now I'm here. Pretty much. Pretty much. And tomorrow's gonna be the same thing, but
Yeah. Me
I'll
too.
be on the
Overtime.
same
I'm
time.
going to work at 8:30.
I'll be on the scene times tomorrow at 8, and then I'll be playing some more
What's up,
Phasmophobia at 10.
What's happening?
What's good, Troy?
That
good.
game so fucking bad. My wife keeps trying to con me into it. She's like, not con me, she's trying to get me. She's like, you know what? Treat yourself. Why don't you just buy the PlayStation? The new.
You
PlayStation.
should
Nice.
get the PlayStation and get Phasmophobia.
Listen, maybe when the Prozac kicks in, because I do not like spending money. I get anxious because
Let her spend it then.
If I
Listen,
spend
James,
all that
right,
money,
James, listen. I'll tell you what you do. Gift me the money for a PlayStation 5, right? You gift me the money, I'll buy it. That way you don't have to spend the money for it.
dude,
You'll have it.
Money still, my money disappeared out of my bank account.
But you're giving the money a gift. But you're getting your good friend a gift.
Listen, I have a type of a bad luck thing. I will spend because this is a true thing because it happened with my tattoo. I got my tattoo, my first sitting. I got all this. Chris, I don't even know if you've seen it.
That one I have not. No.
It's Jason and Freddie. It's like
yeah.
detailed.
Nice.
And I got to continue. So I texted them yesterday, say, hey, I'm back. Let's start finishing this up.
Nice.
But anyways, I got my tattoo. It cost me $1,600 the first session.
Wow.
It was a 10-hour day. 10 hours. As soon as that happened, something went down. And I was like, motherfucker, I need that money. So I have that luck. So that's why I grew up poor.
Yeah.
I always
I
thought
get that.
if I spend this money, I'm going to need it.
Yeah.
And my power's going to get shut off or something,
Gotcha.
Yeah, but at
Gotcha.
the same time, you work your ass off. You deserve to get yourself something nice every once in a while, and you never fucking do.
My
It's
wife
good
keeps
for your
telling
mental.
me,
It's also good for your mental health too.
dude, I can't even buy myself underwear. I go, nah, the ones I got are good. This only has one hole. It's all right.
This guy.
I'm not even gonna lie. I run socks and shit like that till they're just like, yeah, nope, I can't avoid it. I'm starting to feel the inside of my shoe again.
It's true, man. It's true.
I think for me with stuff like that, it's more of a laziness. But my wife is just like, you need to get
Oh,
this.
Troy, new Indiana Jones game?
Yeah, that shit
Oh,
looks
cool.
phenomenal. Yo, the videos I've been seeing of that, the detail work on
Hold on.
everything.
I got one question. Though.
Yeah.
Does he run and jump fast using that walker?
No, but it is Harrison Ford doing the voice.
That's
That-
awesome.
And he gave
Oh,
it-
so they
and he
didn't
gave
make
it his
him older?
blessing. Yeah,
This is not older Indiana Jones. This is his prime Indiana Jones.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's him as
Probably.
him. But yeah, he gave it
Oh,
his
so that's
blessing and everything.
And he's fucking old as dirt. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you can't make him old in these games now. It wouldn't even be worth playing.
He has
him
to
at the age
stop,
he is now.
take his fucking heart meds and shit before he runs from a boulder.
A boulder. He's running from the nurse in the nursing home, running from the doctor trying to give him some damn pills. That's about it.
You know how many video games stole that boulder thing?
Yeah.
Elden Ring uses that boulder thing. It drops, and you're like, "Fuck!" You got to run to the side and try to dodge it.
Oh, that's in everything though. Games,
Yeah.
movies, all that shit. All that shit.
But yeah, to be continued about the system. Maybe one day we'll see.
But let's
Yo, gamer, check your stream. Something going on with your stream, gamer?
Uncharted.
Okay. Which platform? But I'll figure it out.
He said Steam.
Tomb Raider's old school. They're bringing that back. I played Laura.
I believe they had a Tomb Raider. I believe they made a few remakes of Tomb Raider. They made a few remakes.
They did 3 of them as a reboot with a new model and everything. It was pretty good. Like it was played like Uncharted, kind of like a movie, and the cutscenes weren't really too long where you weren't doing anything, and it just kind of had all these fucking crazy epic things happening, like caves coming down on you and you're trying to get out at the same time. They did a real good job with all of them.
Oh, he said they stole it. Yeah, 100%. You're right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotcha. But yeah, we are here tonight to discuss these 2 films, Resident Evil and Resident Evil. Final chapter and Welcome to Raccoon City.
Final chapter, my ass. They made it at the end where they said, well, we'll get to the end.
He's jumping in it already. Well, before we get there, because we didn't discuss these movies yet. Early ratings.
Okay, after the ratings are done, I gotta say something. So I'll go ratings first. Okay, I'm gonna give this one quite a bit of action. Not that great though. I'll go 5.5.
That's not a bad rating. You got one, Chris?
For this one, I'm going 5.5 as well.
I'll give it a 5.
Okay.
I mean, there's cool zombies and shit, but okay, let me get this rant out quick. I do this every episode. So this one, I was like, get the fuck out of here. They're starting different, except for the montage. This is okay. Resident Evil is one thing I'm going to tell people. You can start at any movie because in the beginning of the movie, they do a fucking catch up about every other movie. What happened? You don't need to go watch the other ones. Watch Final Chapter and you'll know about the whole goddamn thing. So let's get that ran out. So now this started an action scene. She's fucking things up. That flying mutated one was pretty cool looking. But anyway, she's fighting this thing. I'm like, holy shit, they didn't start it off like that. Guess what? Nope. She gets knocked out. They started where she wakes up in a fucking laying on the floor again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, every movie, I'm like, this bitch gets knocked out, wakes up like 2 days later and goes, where am I? And to answer the question,
he's so pissed off with this.
It does. It bothers me because they do it it's like they just take clips and they go, yeah, we're just going to keep the first section, we'll just copy it. We'll just copy paste.
Fair.
Found out she is a clone. I knew she was going to be a clone. I knew it.
Yeah, Alice.
Yep. Alice is a clone because she's an old lady with the disease where you age fast or some shit. So, and fucking what's his face was a clone too. So they put all these top dog umbrella people, the executives, like the ones that own it, in fucking cryo shit. Like they will wake you up when all this is over, and they have clones controlling everything.
You know what's crazy about that? That kind of is part of what they did in Underworld too, right? Keeping the old elders.
The elders, yeah. You're right. Good connection right there. That's a connection.
Holy shit, you're right.
Yeah, they do it for the elder, the pure blood.
You're absolutely freaking right.
Huh. Yeah, they had some cool zombie load, like each movie comes up there like, okay, let's do like they're taking from the game. I don't know. I don't play all of them, so I don't know if they had that flying fucking thing. I think they did.
Mm-hmm.
but they mutate. They have all these different fucking zombies now. They have these like
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
like a fucking big monstrous thing and one. Yeah, so it's like okay, the zombies look pretty cool. They had a fucking her strap hand tied, running behind the tank. What I mean, it was like a city of zombies chasing her down, and none of them could catch her. That tank wasn't even going fast. She's like almost tripping a few times. The zombies are like, can't catch her. They're running full speed.
Yeah, this one was just. It was kind of like how the other ones were, but this was the third fucking movie where we got the lasers again.
Lasers again because they went back to the hive.
You got to see Wesker again, but you don't want to see Wesker because he looks like a fucking. He just looks CGI the whole time you see him. He just looks fake.
The Wesker thing makes no fucking sense either because the last movie he turned on Umbrella and having Alice help him. Now he's back as a fucking evil villain again.
Yeah, and then
Wesker is not an.
And they don't explain it. They don't explain it.
They tried to retcon it immediately later in the movie. I should have killed you in Washington. And that's it. That's all you get. You get the end of the other movie with them on top of the goddamn White House looking at the world burning and all this shit. And then the only thing you get is fucking 3/4 of the movie through or the last 30 minutes. I should have killed you in fucking Washington.
Yep.
What the hell?
And why is he like not mutated anymore? He's just like just sitting there like a normal, using no powers except for he fucking grabbed the girl by the neck and lifted her up on the wall. But like, where happened to his mutation? Like, is he in check? Because the other fucking guy always has to like inject himself or something to fucking mutate. There's Chris with his traditional penis. Thanks, Chris.
Oh man.
But yeah, I hate when movies do that. Like I said, it feels like they had a story that probably would have been good. But they're like, we got to take this big chunk. They're like, what about we got to explain why she's over in this area now, away from everybody who got saved in Washington, and why he's what happened to Wesker. They take that big chunk out, and they think one sentence is going to solve the problem. I should have killed you in Washington. Okay, thank you. What the fuck happened from Washington to now? Where's Jill Valentine?
Yeah, it makes it feel like very much so there was supposed to be another movie. Like they might have had another idea, and then they said, "Fuck it, they're not gonna give us." And then to your point about Wesker's being nerfed, it's almost like the budget had to be used instead of making him super fast, strong, for that end battle against the other guy because he had all of those same powers and everything.
Yeah,
you know
Dr. Isaac, exactly. Yeah. You're right. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like I said, I never played every game. I don't know how much they're taking from the game, the storyline with Wesker and all that shit, Dr. Isaac. It's probably nothing close. But yeah, I just see these loopholes and it bothers me. That's why it affects my ratings too much. Because if they actually told it where it made sense and there's no plot holes, it could be because it's an action movie. It's a zombie movie too. If you put in the zombie, you're like, oh, you know what you're expecting. You sit down, this is a zombie movie. But for some reason, because they do that shit in this, I can't give it a higher score. So they're like 5.5 tops.
Right. And if you think about Resident Evil, the whole genre of the game that it started and pretty much defined and made mainstream is survival horror. So there's no elements of any type of intensity with resources being limited, finding ammo, getting put into a corner. There's none of the we got to figure out a puzzle. We got to figure out where this leads to. It's just, the computer decides where it wants to drop you, wherever, in whatever trap or whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh, don't even get me on the Red Queen.
Yeah, on the Red Queen.
That's another one. That bipolar bitch. I'm on your side, not on your side. I'm on your side.
Oh,
how about you make up your fucking mind?
How about you make up your fucking mind?
Your AI, your top-notch technology here. Fucking do fucking Ultron or something. Take over something. Fucking do something here.
Yep.
I mean, it's AI, but you got to still remember, wasn't the AI portion of it the kid? The little girl?
Yeah.
And then the rest was, I mean, yes, don't get me wrong. I know the AI gets more intelligent, this, that, and the third, but still, maybe it still had that innocence or whatever of that little
No, it
girl.
did. It went by program because they explained into this one. It goes, because it was affecting, if it's taking away humanity or something, there was a program uploaded where it bypassed the other program. So that's why she's like, Alice, help. You have to stop me. You have to stop this. They're going to take away the last 4,000 people. Their Umbrella already has them targeted. They're on their way. You got 36 hours. Everything's a time limit, 36 hours. But if you look at it reality, just one scene of her fighting is an hour. There's no way she made it, drove all the way to Raccoon City, had made multiple battle scenes, and still made it in time. Where they made it like, oh, you got 10 seconds left, and she drops the vial. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, the whole fight scene, when the Red Queen tells you got to go, or she gets done with it, or before she starts fighting him at the end, the watch said there was like 4 minutes or something like that. Exactly. And then the Red Queen was like, well, you might want to get going because there's only 4 minutes left. And she's, okay, I'll go. You know what I mean? That was a 10-minute end fight scene with dialogue and all this shit. Like,
for one, who just drops it? If you, as soon as you get that shit, you go outside, you fucking launch it, and smash it against a wall.
I thought the same thing. I'm like, why is she sitting here overthinking? Like, oh, I'm gonna die too. Fucking here, save the world. You're a clone.
Yeah, I know. She already knew she was going to sacrifice herself. She knew she was gonna die.
Right.
And that's how they set it up, even though she didn't. And they made it seem like I got things to do. I still got, because the zombie, it's gonna take years before it goes global. So she's gonna go around and kill as many zombies as she can.
Yeah.
Well,
how about sit back? Umbrella's done. Sit back and fucking relax, and let the fucking shit take its course. Well, you got to kill millions of fucking zombies? What are you get your ass kicked by a fucking one guy? How the fuck you gonna kill a whole horde of zombies? And now, they explained that too. Wesker they showed the injection. They showed the T-virus going through her system again last movie. Oh shit! I gave you your powers back, your superhuman strength and everything. This movie, they go, Wesker lied about giving your powers back. This bitch didn't even have powers. What the fuck what are you doing? Who writes this?
Yeah, but she was taking an ass whooping like no tomorrow.
Yeah, she was.
Damn. I think they had to. They didn't want to nerf her. They're like, no, we got to give her a struggle. The end fight could have been the struggle because he's mutated too.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to have a regular human beat the crap out of her.
Right.
Or old man Isaac, a doctor, somehow had time to go do some fucking martial arts training on his off fucking shoe because he's fucking fighting her like he's a fucking ninja assassin here.
Well, you think people of prestige and high positions and stuff like that don't have hobbies?
How obsessed he is with that fucking his science? No.
Discipline, sir, discipline. That's where he got it from.
He his catheter hooked to his fucking leg so he'd have to get up and pee.
Oh shit.
That's fucking
funny. This one kind of, because I think because it's the end, and I didn't like how they wrapped everything up. I thought they were going to do something really good for the final movie.
No, it kind of felt like they just tried to they just wanted to get something out there. So like, you know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna rush it. We're gonna get it out there. We're gonna get it out there. We're gonna get it out there, and that's what they did with this one.
At least they're smart to say we're going to end this. But then I don't know who rebooted. I hope it's a different production company or something. If they brought it back to something, they're like, you know what? We're going to reboot this. Fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Funny story. The guy, was it the director or the producer, is actually her husband.
Really?
Yeah. So that's how this all happened, and then it just kept going. Like that's how come she kept having roles and shit, because it was her husband that actually he either did the screenwrite or he was director producer. I always forget which one.
And none of them together sat down and goes, "Yeah, this makes sense." Like, how about we fix this up a little bit?
Yeah.
I'll be fucked up. Your own wife is like, "Nah, I don't want to come back for the next one." Why? Because the movies suck.
But baby, you're a star.
Oh,
baby doll, you're a star. How else we gonna pay for our mansion?
Good point.
My
Good
check
point.
my check only goes but so way. Come on, baby, you could do it.
Oh man. Then there's always an informant. There's always a traitor among the group.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there has to be. There has to be.
And she knows right away, but she lets him go through and kill him. shoot him in the face. I'm like, what the fuck you do? Like, oh, he doesn't inform me. I knew. I figured it out like a half hour just talking to him.
Yeah.
But she lets it play out where he fucking they either kill one of their people, or at the end they knock her out and she wakes up tied up with Wesker sitting there and the doctor like, I got you, bitch. I don't know. This one bothered me a little bit, but the action scenes, the fight scenes were. It was. When did this come out? 2016.
This one,
yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
something like that. For that, 2016, you're like, okay, the action scenes are decent. I think the CGI got a little bit better, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it did.
So
It did.
yeah, so it was. I didn't mind the fight scenes, things blowing up and shit, but the story itself, you're like, man, you can't fucking take a chunk out. Like, how much time went by? 6 months, a year when she was in Washington? We don't fucking know.
Yeah, the hordes were kind of cool, and the heavy artillery, the vehicles and stuff like that was kind of cool.
The fucking in the skyscraper, well, almost like the fucking whatever 4-6 story building or whatever.
Yeah.
Or when he poured the fucking gasoline and made like waves of like fucking looked like lava coming down the walls.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Even though it wasn't spread like that, gasoline don't make more gasoline because it's on fire. It hits the ground and it makes a giant fireball going through all the zombies.
You gotta understand, there's probably a lot of flammable material already on the ground.
Maybe. Okay, I'll give you that. Maybe from drums and shit. I'll let you slide on that.
You gotta pretend like, it's oil slicks everywhere,
You're gonna make me go back and look at the scenery and see what's around. Like there's a rubber tire. Nope, that's not. Nope. That don't blow up. Nope.
Oh, shit.
We all know you're not gonna go back and watch this shit again, James.
Nah, fuck that.
Oh man. Don't even lie to the people.
I like action movies, but there's no way I could just name one movie I'll pick over all these. It's Ninja Assassin if I wanted like fucking martial arts things kicking ass.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen them. I gotta double check that one out again.
Oh, Ninja Assassin.
I always forget about it.
That movie is so fucking. Just the fucking fight scenes and kills and shit is pretty.
You would love them. Oh, yo, you would love them. Yeah. You gotta check those out.
I will.
What else about this one?
It wasn't as good as the next one. I'll say that.
Mm.
Nowhere near as good as the next one. I'm actually gonna move this one down to like a 4.5.
Yeah, move mine to the 5. It kind of pissed me off again.
4.5.
Nah, it ain't that bad.
It is, man. For me, it is at least.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's like you guys said, it's a kind of a good send off. It did what the rest of the series did. It gave you action and some type of entertainment. It's just, if you wanted to go see a movie and you didn't know nothing about it, you might be entertained and actually be like, all right, this is pretty good. Maybe I'll get into the game. But then you might be disappointed when you get into the game and be like, what the fuck were they doing in the movie? You know what I mean?
Be confused with shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, if that's the case, just start with this one because, like I said, it catches you up in the beginning and tells you every other movie.
We're gonna have to watch them all.
Yeah, fucking watch the end. You got it all in one shot. You got them all in one movie.
There you go.
And if you think about it, for them to do that, edit it that way, and take 8-10 minutes out of the movie, that's some savings. That's some savings. Less footage, less people being paid as actors to actually show up for the day. You know what I mean? No concessions.
They showed everyone. They showed fucking special each, like the best scene of each movie, like the fight scene, her kicking the zombie in the head, and you're like, okay, we got you. I seen them. You don't have to tell me again. It's crazy though.
Mm-hmm.
But it's over. We got next one, the remake. But this one, this whatever you want to call it, grouping, timeline, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I guess a timeline because the other one switches things a little bit. But yeah, overall series is, I wouldn't say don't watch it. It's like, whatever early, I forgot when the first one came out.
2002.
90s, 2002. 2000 up. They're not, at the time, they're not bad action movies.
Mhm.
You know, especially zombies. Just take it as just a zombie movie. Don't even say the game or nothing. Just go, oh, a zombie movie. Okay, chill, and just sit back and.
You could, but I feel like if you know the game, even if you just like know just about, let's just say Umbrella, the T and the T virus, just that alone may still kind of steer you from like, you know what I mean? Still kind of bother you a little bit to the point to where it's like, oh fuck, it's still Resident Evil or supposed to be Resident Evil. But I do get what you're saying as far as like, yo, just try your best to watch it as just a damn zombie movie.
Yeah.
Try your best to watch it as just a freaking zombie
Or a fucking sci-fi, like a sci-fi action movie.
Yeah. That's a possibility.
A lot of motorcycle shit.
Mhm.
You know, chases. Fucking had her on the motorcycle, running away from those tanks with missiles and shit.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
This almost
Even though, okay, never been in the military.
Uh-huh.
But if you're driving and a fucking missile lands right next to you, shouldn't the shock wave and the force from the explosion push your fucking car over?
Something should happen, yes.
Right? Or am I wrong? Because I'm not a scientist here. I can't do the math.
No, something should definitely happen.
Force
But
times.
I can't complain about it in this movie
whatever.
because there's so many action movies that we watch where the explosion happens like literally like 2 feet from them, and it's the same shit where they just fly in the air and land.
They did that again every movie. Something blows up and it's same pose. It's like that dead body laying on the ground.
No, you know what it is? We're gonna call that the jazz. You know the jazz from Fresh Prince? He's wearing that one shirt. You know he was getting thrown out the door. It's the jazz. Yeah, right. It's the jazz, jazzing.
And that's another thing.
Jazzing.
A certain explosion near a human, the shockwave can stop your heart. This bitch took so many shockwaves from explosions. You're like, yo, how are you? What the hell is going on here?
I mean, she is a genetically modified clone that was
okay. So she
at
only
some point.
has more strength and speed than the others. You're right. So, okay.
But like you said, they also nerfed her in this one and told her, "Oh, you never really got your powers back." So it doesn't make sense. It fucking contradicts itself over and over.
Exactly. Yep. Fucking wild.
But do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it?
Don't like it. Don't hate it. It's just, it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, I enjoy the series for what it is, just an action flick. This is like, again, and we refer to it this way nowadays because this is how fucking repeated this fucking horse has been beat. It's the Fast and Furious effect. You know what I mean? It's like you watched the first one and you were kind of like, okay, let's see what happens in the next one, even though things were different from your knowledge of the game, yada yada. And then it just kind of just keeps going and going and spiraling. It's like, let me just watch them all. I can get through. Yeah. I enjoy them. I don't mind watching them or telling people I watch them. I tell people I like them. 5.5 sounds low out of 10, but it's just because it's decent enough. It's not. It's fair. It'll occupy your time. You're not gonna be pissed off that you watched the movie unless you just completely hate like unrealistic things that happen in action movies that are either cartoony or comical. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoy them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I definitely didn't hate them. Definitely didn't love them.
I wasn't all right though. Watch them. It's fine. It's just
and it wasn't like I said, like James said, it wasn't a chore to watch. Like I'm not mad I watched them. I'm not upset I watched them. But I watched them.
Yeah, it's like down the middle. It's not like if someone asked me like, "Do you like them?" I'm like, like almost, almost there, I guess. But I don't dislike them.
Extinction and Afterlife, I think, were a little bit better in my book. For some reason, they stick in my head a little bit more.
Same here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But still not mad at the rest of them. And that's the other thing too. It's like you kind of can't have any of them without the others. You know what I mean? Once you go down the journey, you can't really have the rest of them without, or just one or two of these without the rest of them. Even though they do the whole recap for 10 minutes at the beginning.
I just hate when they have characters survive and disappear the next movie and they don't tell you where they went. Like Jill Valentine, like she saved her. She's an ass. Like even in the game, she's like a fucking main character that fucks people up and shit.
She was the
She
main
just-
character in the first game.
And that was something that I thought was a little strange. I'm like, why isn't
And they made
Like, none of
Jill
in this?
They just wanted.
Yeah,
to
they
make it
created an
Hollywood.
Alice. Yeah.
Mhm. They
You're
wanted
right.
to make it Hollywood, give it a protagonist, and like I said, Milla's pretty, and her husband did it, so she got chosen.
Sure.
But they
Now,
should've-
when Dr. Isaac did that file cabinet, says, I got your sisters,
Mhm.
it would have been cool if it was Jill, the ones that were missing from the movie. Like he caught them and killed them. Right? It was all her clones. It was all the other heads of her or some shit.
Mhm. Yep.
It could have been. Like, yeah, no, yeah. Mega Z, yeah. What's up?
What's
man?
good, Grandizer? How you doing? How you doing?
Good to
Thanks
see you,
for
man.
watching again.
Yeah, appreciate you hopping in here again for us. With
I don't
us.
know how long you're here. I don't know if you heard my rant a little bit.
Yeah, he had his rant again, Grandizer. He had one of his rants, but he's good for him.
I'm gonna start on the next one. Remake, reboot, whatever the fuck you want to call this thing.
The remake, reboot. Yeah. Yeah. Let's hop on over to that one. And just to remind the people what movie we are discussing, I will pull the poster up for you one more time. Resident Evil. Welcome to Raccoon City. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Actually, let's jump into our ratings.
Okay.
This one's a 6 for me. It still wasn't great, Aaron. Calm down over there. He's getting excited like he's gonna give this shit a 10.
Oh, whoa. All right, Jay. let's not get crazy. You gave the first one a 5.5, right, Chris?
Yeah. Which
right.
final ratings, I'm gonna give it a 6.
Oh, okay. So what are you giving this one?
Yeah, I'm locking in on 6 on the first on final chapter. For the remake, I have my qualms.
Me too.
4.5.
Oh,
Wow.
It's still a decent movie, I guess. But I there's a lot of shit they changed I didn't like.
See, I actually like this one better than this was actually my favorite one of the whole Resident Evil thing.
I don't know.
I'll give it a 6 with James.
I don't know about that.
Out of all the Resident no, not at Resident Evil. Out of Resident Evil.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No, I think this was the best movie out of all the Resident Evil movies, in my opinion.
I don't know.
Well, you gave actually, you know what? We both gave or no, sorry, that was Underworld. Never mind.
I think my Resident Evils, I didn't go above 6.
No, you gave them all a 5 or a 6, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Or a 5.
They're just watchable. They're decent. They're not.
Yeah. It's like we were saying before. It's not something I would go back to. Again, I don't regret watching either one of them. I will tell you what I did like about this one a lot better than the other ones is the look of the zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, same. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot better. Like they did a lot better. Which actually that's part of my rating because they did a lot better to where
Part of mine too.
it was almost like they were paying attention. They were paying attention to not everything, but they're finally paying attention to something besides the T virus, besides all the names and Resident Evil. Besides that shit, they're paying attention to the zombies now. They got something.
And they matched like every character in this too. You had Leon, Claire, Chris, the brother of Claire.
Yep.
You had fucking
Jill
Hester
Valentine.
as just a traitor, not a scientist.
Mm-hmm.
He's a fucking police officer.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as they said, "Oh, Wesker," I was like, "Wait a minute, Wesker's a fucking scientist. Who the fuck is this guy?" So they changed shit up a lot.
Yeah.
They basically made this one Claire as the main character, I guess. Even though sometimes it don't seem like it because they're not focusing on her a lot. There's other scenes they focus on more. So she wasn't in every scene. So it's kind of hard. Like, oh no, she's the main character. You're like, is she?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it the group itself the main character?
Mm.
Like her fucking is that Leon? It's
The curly hair one, the rookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leon.
Okay, so her Leon, shit like that. So I don't know.
25 million, Grandizer, was the budget for this one.
I
And
mean,
what was the budget for the final
oh,
chapter?
it must have been kept going down at least. I don't know how you get more money than come up with something that's not a million times better than the last one. I think after you get past number
40 million.
oh god damn.
Double the amount.
Damn near double. I mean, another 10 million is double, yeah.
Yeah, that's
40 million.
wow.
Final chapter.
The look of it and everything, the newer one right here is way better looking.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say this though: the final chapter was 2016. Let me double check that.
And this is 21.
21.
So
That's a big jump. That's a big jump as far as technology and shit. You know.
That's true.
Actually, that's more than a big jump. That's a huge jump.
Oh, could have, honestly. Because they do look cooler in this one.
They look a lot better.
And if it's a lot of CGI, the CGI is much better.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, cool. And like when you mutate them, you want those mutations look like badass too.
Yeah, you do. You want it to give you the feel of the game, and I almost got that, especially the one scene where they didn't realize it was a zombie yet, and they see the one dude in the office. I think he's in the office or something. He's like in a room, and it's kind of dark, and he kind of looks back slow. It reminded me of the original game.
Yeah.
Where the zombie, when you first seen it.
It was in a mansion.
Yeah.
Thank you. The mansion. He looked back, so I was like, oh yeah. They did something right there for me. A little bit. Definitely better than the rest of them for me.
I got a zombie question for you guys.
Okay.
That I wonder if other people like tell me an answer that I don't know. Okay, that's how I'll put it. For the zombies, they're chasing you to bite because they want to eat you in a way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially the original brains.
Yeah.
So if they get one, if say Chris, you fell, they got you. They're eating you.
Yep.
Why did they just get up and chase the people? You got food. Sit the fuck down, relax, cross your legs, have some dinner. Like I don't understand how they'll be in the middle of eating. They go, "Ooh, more food," and they get up and chase you.
I can
answer the hunt, probably.
I can answer that.
I'm assuming the hunt.
Once you become the zombie, you no longer have your prefixes and the things that you normally do. So that virus is just taking over and just wants to survive. So all it does is continuously want to feed just to maintain and stay alive.
There you go.
So feed is a one bite someone's throat, then move on to the next person? I guess
they'll eat. They'll eat. They'll see something else.
Yeah, they'll eat as much as they can, and then as people start pulling them away, they'll probably be like, all right, where else is another one, instead of fighting over each other.
Yeah,
but that's typically how it goes, and that's kind of the premise too that they hit on in modern times with like Last of Us and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Once you're infected, that pollen, that fungi, it takes over your brain receptors and it controls you to do the things that you want. And in real life with like ants and shit, when it affects the ant, it basically controls its neural synapses to get it to move and do all its things, kind of like Pickle Rick did to the rat in Rick and Morty on the roaches and shit. And that's exactly what it does. Its only purpose is to live long enough, survive, and then spread.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
But all right, may I give my spiel on this one?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
All right. So this one, 2021 Resident Evil Welcome to Racoon City, is one of the most aesthetically pleasing from any of these movies at all. As we said, we had a 5-year jump in graphics and stuff like that. Budget was increased, right? Netflix really wanted to make sure they made a great product.
No, budget went down.
Oh,
budget,
yeah,
the final chapter was 40 grand.
That's right. Budget was down. Yeah,
25 million,
that
not 25 grand.
Goes to the way
25 million, not 25
grand.
grand.
It in my head. It makes you wonder then what the hell were they doing 10 years ago. But processes get easier, programs get easier, things can be done a lot more quicker and cheaper, even though in the grand scope of things it's still really expensive. But when it came to this, CGI looked good, characters looked good, you had models and clothing that recognized from the game and stuff like that. It was the writing that let this down and some of the
Yep.
acting. You can make something look as great as you want. What's the old term? You can shine a gold turd, but it's still a turd.
Yep.
Something
You know
like
what
that.
I mean? So like this thing looks great, sounds great, awesome things that you want that hit the things we really want with the zombies, the aesthetics, the characters. But then if you know the stories especially, you realize how bad they fucking did with the writing, with the direction of the writing, and also these characters. Leon's a bumbling
Yeah.
buffoon that's a moron. Claire is the badass for some reason, which she doesn't even come through until like number 3, right, or 4 or something like that, like Code Veronica. You got Chris and all of them going into the mansion, which is part 1, but the movie starts off with the scene from part 2 with the truck driver. They started just fucking mixing whatever they thought would sound good and just put something out. So for me, since the story didn't really hold up, even though there were good comical parts, the acting wasn't the greatest. There were some people in the movie that did their portrayals better, and the aesthetics are good. That's why I'm at a 4.5. If they wouldn't have got the aesthetics good or that nostalgia feel for me from trying to fix and give us a good product that represents the game that we know, this probably would have been a 2, 3 for me.
Wow.
Yep.
Character really quick. Hesker in this one
Yeah.
is the same dude from Umbrella Academy.
Mm-hmm.
Both movies have Umbrella in it.
Yeah, and then another
shit.
correlation. The scientist the guy, the doctor, he played the bad guy in Arrowverse, and the kid who played Chris Redford is actually Stephen Amell's brother. So Oliver Queen's brother in real life.
Yeah,
he should have warned him. One of them should have warned the other one at least. Whatever was with the was around that guy first. Should have warned him.
I like that one, Grandizer. Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's rain.
that is a good one.
That's awesome.
I will say this though. I guess because the not that I really wanted to watch these movies because I really didn't, but it was also that I guess that kind of curiosity, like, all right, are they really that bad? How are they? Blah 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 blah. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do a pod about it. Let's check them out. Let's do it up against Underworld, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah, because it was weird to me that you never seen him.
I'm glad I did.
Really?
Just to again, for the conversation of him, I guess. At the very least, at the worst, it's like, hey, listen, look, I watched this before, blah 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 blah. This is what I feel about it. I can say I've seen it now, seen them now.
Yeah.
And I have the fucking having to fucking watch like a full franchise. You know what I mean? I cannot help myself when it comes to that type of stuff. Of like, if I'm starting a franchise in horror, I'll say, I won't say this for every genre, but in horror, if I watch the first movie, if I can get my hands on them, I'm gonna watch the whole damn franchise. And of course, that's a hell of a lot easier when we're discussing on the show.
How many animated Resident Evils are there?
I'm not sure.
I'm not even sure.
Because if they have 5, that would have been a good versus. Resident Evil movies versus the animes. Which one's better?
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah,
I only seen. I don't think I might have seen one movie, but I've seen clips maybe of the other animated ones. I do not. I never watched them all, and like.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything of them. I just posters or something. That was more recent.
On Netflix. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" So you start watching like.
I think there's like a series over there now, an animated series and an animated movie.
Yeah,
that's cool. I gotta look that up.
I never watched it. I don't know why, because I'm like they probably did it with like the movies.
Yeah. Nah, I feel like the animated would be a hell of a lot better. Are you talking about the live? Or are you talking about the series? I think both are animated. Yeah, I think the animated would be a lot better, honestly.
I think the zombie scenes, like the fight scenes, are better because they can go all out on animation.
Mm-hmm. The blood splatters.
That's why anime fight scenes, like the people clips, are like epic.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got more range. Like you can have motherfuckers do anything,
Yo, I'm sitting here thinking, and I just realized the chick that played Claire looked really familiar to me. So I wonder if she was in a CW show because the chief too, the head cop, he was in Gotham. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like,
She
wait a
did
second.
look. I think I know what you're talking about. She might have been.
She might have been in like The Flash or something, or fucking what's the DC's Legend of Tomorrow or something. You know what I mean? One of those small stand-in roles for a couple episodes type deal.
Maybe.
Maybe it was that one. She
Or
does,
Supergirl.
yes.
Was she Supergirl's cousin? I don't know. I keep forgetting.
Oh, I don't know.
But she just looks familiar. I don't know for sure. Don't quote me on that one. I know.
Yeah. Oh, gee, she looks familiar too.
Yeah, but the other guy, I loved him in Gotham, being the Haggard or whatever, that cop that was next to Jim as Jim was rising.
Yeah.
I thought he was funny. Dude, I was dying laughing when fucking the shit's going to hell. Leon's sleeping. I was like, how are you not waking up to the goddamn tractor trailer flipping, catching fire? You got your song in your ear. And then the guy comes out the truck walking to, and it takes you that long to realize any of this besides when your boss shoots him. And then your boss proceeds to... He loaded up his office in a box like they just fired him and said, "You're in charge now. Have at it. Good luck. Have fun."
I'm out of here.
I'm sure you'll do fine.
I'm sure you'll do fine. Just fine. Like, oh, man.
Were all those bullet holes in his car? I don't know how he made it back to the police station because Umbrella like opened up on that fucking car. It was like fucking. You seen smoke coming out of it, like radiated fluid, like fucking dripping out of the damn thing. And she just, hey, he made it. Still drivable.
Yep.
You got lucky. You got lucky.
Yeah, some of the mutations were good. How they show the progress of occurring, the shit that happens to the dog while, you know what I mean, in the truck driver's truck. And just like even at the end with the scientist when he finally starts to transform and the big eyes and stuff. So I'm assuming he was supposed to be the antagonist from like the second game. I forget his name, Mr. Terrific, Mr. Vince. I forgot the fucking guy's name, Mr. Damn, I forgot the boss's name. But I think he was supposed to be that guy instead, which, again, another misstep. How is it that the doctor is now this boss and whatever?
Yep.
This is where Chris goes, turn that off, because you can't even make sense of it. You ain't gonna.
See, the more we talk about this, the more you make me want to drop it down a little bit, but I'm not gonna, because I did like this one more than the others. The zombie visual helped a lot. Zombie visual helped a lot.
Agreed.
A whole lot, actually. But as a whole, again, this franchise, it is not retired for me. I don't need to see it again. Yep. I don't want to see it again. I can set that to the side. I'll keep playing the games. The games are fun. The games are fine. But that franchise, I'm just gonna put that over, including the 2021, because I know that wasn't technically a part of the franchise, but including the remake, I'm gonna set that to the side. I will check out the animated at some point, or I'm not opposed to at least. And if they do a remake or a reboot of this, I would give it a chance. But I'd hope they'd go more with the source material of the game and not these films, because...
Is it fake, or does Netflix have one coming out called Umbrella?
I don't know.
Or
I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know.
Because I thought they were going to make this a series.
I know they have... Like I said, all I know about is that animated one.
They're going to try to compete with Last of Us, and they're going to get blown away if they do.
But still, either way, like I was telling Sturdy, like I would mind if they started from this one. Like they did okay enough that, and they gave you that end like scene and stuff that shows Wesker and then Amy Wong or whatever her name is. So I kind of want to see it progress. I just wish they tighten it up and make it go. But now that you said series, if they spun the series off and continued it from this point, I wouldn't be mad at that because you got more time to do a lot more shit in the episodic shit, so they could get it right.
That's true.
Yeah, and you have the backstory shit you could do. You could do a lot more with the series. Again, like what The Last of Us is doing, where they're doing... I don't know the way... I know you played through the games a few times. I don't know the games as well as you do, but from what you've told me and from what others told me, that it's doing a very excellent job at, you know what I mean, putting that shit... Doing what it's supposed to be doing for the game, for the movies. Or sorry, for the series. The game in the series.
they still missed a few things, jumbled things, and just made certain things the way they wanted to, which I don't know why. Again, I don't understand why people in Hollywood feel like they have to alter foundational shit. Like, don't change the foundation. You want to change other things? You want to introduce a different character that was never in the games just to kind of help move the story along? Fine. But don't change the core. Don't change the foundation. They did the hard work for you.
Yeah.
It's the most creative part of it. Creating the world and characters, and they did all of that for you. Just fucking copy, paste, and make it more better, more exciting, and throw some money at effects.
There you go. There you go. He's right. He's right. But I really don't have much more to say about these two movies. I'm gonna stick with my 6 on this one.
Yeah, I'll stay with it. Yeah, I'll stay with 6 because it was a little better than the last one.
I don't got much more to say about these two films. What about you, Chris?
I'm torn on keeping it at that 4.5 or saying, yeah, okay, it's a 5. I think I'm gonna lock in and just stay right at the 4.5. Yes, I'm being a little bit of a dick to it, but at the same time, we gotta stop this shit somehow.
Yeah.
We gotta start making people hear and understand it ain't working. Stop. Mediocrity is not the way, especially if there's something there that's fucking done for you.
Yes, the source material is right there, and it's been there since what, 96, and it's 2025 now.
Just cut. So when people play a video game that has cutscenes, tells a story, everybody goes, "This should be a fucking movie." Meaning everything you're seeing there, not someone to take it and change characters and fucking change the story to add people. And what are you doing? We want to see the game like we're playing it. We want to see it live action now.
Pretty much. Pretty much. And I know you have to add a little bit to make a story go, but still, you have the main important.
The same story. They have the characters with the words, copy and paste the words, the dialogue.
Yeah, but some games is not. I get that they may need to throw in more dialogue for the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the show portion of it, I get that. That's fine. But I will say this: it's time to pull that damn wheel up.
Hell yeah.
The
new theme.
Yes.
Yeah, but like you said, James, it's so frustrating. Yeah. The only way I would say should be allowed is if, let's say, like Nintendo does, or Akira Toriyama with Dragon Ball Z. If they're involved with this next project and they go, hey, I want to fix some shit that I did before that could have been better, it's them to be able to do it. Not you to be like, I think I know what this needs.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Okay, not bad. I just seen this for the first time a week ago.
Vampire Hunter D, yes.
So animated horror is the new theme.
Yes, for the last week of April and first 4 weeks of May.
Vampire Hunter D, okay.
Vampire Hunter D, which
I think that is also an anime. They made a movie for the anime.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Okay.
This is the anime. This is the movie. It is awesome. It is freaking.
I like the anime, so I'll probably like these.
I'm excited. I've been wanting to start picking up some new anime and get going with it.
Oh, don't get me out of anime. You watch Solo Leveling yet?
I haven't yet. I've been watching Daima, and I'm only like halfway through.
You're still in that. You're still in that Dragon Ball fucking face. Dragon Ball died out to me. They keep repeating.
That thing is almost as old as me. Yes, I'm still with it.
Like how much stronger? He went God mode. Then the next season comes out, they go, "Oh, he's stronger than God mode." What? What's stronger than God mode?
Yeah, you'll see what's happening when Super comes back and all of that.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You got blue hair, white hair, fucking hair changes.
You'll see. It.
People are mad about Daimo. I heard that people were pissed off that they had Super Saiyan 4.
Yep.
And they're like, what the fuck? Why didn't he have it all the other ones? Like,
people need to remember that Dragon Ball GT, he had nothing to do with but draw the initial characters designs. That's it. All that story, all that shit came from a whole nother company that bought in. He had no say. So this was him kind of fixing things and kind of doing it the way he would have wanted to do it. and like showing different things. So one of the biggest things is like, oh man, is Super Saiyan 4 actually gonna be canon? Da 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 da. So they give this to the fans because he saw they really like that about Dragon Ball GT. But let's change a few other things.
What's crazy though, they talk about Super Saiyan 4 like it's the strongest version of a Saiyan.
No,
They're like, oh my god, they're Super Saiyan 4?
yeah,
You're like, motherfuckers in God mode.
there's a reason.
Last
There's a reason.
Talking about.
There's a reason. There's a reason that they talk about it that way. But it's all to come between the end of this and the next season, and then the next season of Super that's supposed to be coming.
I mean, they're still enjoyable. I can watch them, but it's not. There's so many animes I'd rather watch right now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go back to Dragon Ball
Yeah.
and try to catch up on all those fucking episodes where I'm watching this.
Oh, fucking, you can't.
Yeah, you're talking 500 episodes, 600 episodes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah, exactly.
Plus the movies. There's like 20 movies or something like that.
So the current anime I'm watching, the longest, at most, anime that had most episodes so far is One Piece.
Okay, so
They're like
I
at
haven't done One Piece yet.
One Piece is like 1,115th episode or some shit. Yeah, they
Damn.
No, there's a lot of these motherfuckers. One Piece, you start, man. You start from the beginning, catch up. It's going to be a fucking battle for you. I mean, no, it's a good show, awesome. But you're like, you start looking, you're like, damn, I gotta watch 1,000 episodes before I even catch up, watch the new ones. You're like, it's like a fucking month if you watch it every day for hours.
The best way is just to start it, just go, and every time in your leisure you need something to get off of the usual shit, just throw that shit on, and next thing you know, it's 3-4 episodes. You know what I mean? You get through it kind of fast. Take you 3 months, 3-4.
Yeah.
Take 3 months. Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. 3 months of that shit.
What was the movie it landed on? I forgot.
Vampire Hunter D.
Vampire Hunter D.
Oh yeah, cool. All right.
Vampire Hunter D, which again, I'm excited to watch it again. Like,
I
saw it.
I've never seen this movie. I've seen anime, I think.
No, this is the anime.
No, but it's the movie.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Not the series, like an anime. You're watching anime.
Gotcha. I see what you're saying now.
Season 1 situation here.
I see what you're saying now.
They made a movie out of it. Like every anime has like a movie. Like and everything always do like a fucking, what do they call it? OVAs or something?
I couldn't tell you.
I don't know what they're called.
I lost what you said there.
Solo Leveling, it has a movie in talks. The ending of oh my god, the demon hunting one.
Demon Slayer or Hunter x Hunter?
Yeah.
Demon Slayer, I think you're talking about.
Demon Slayer. They got the final before it's completely done. They're putting it in theaters.
Nice.
The final episodes, they smush them together. They say it's a movie.
Nice.
To end it. So animes do like putting movies out.
Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah. And I can't wait to see more.
All Z's movies. All over the place. Yeah.
I like My Hero.
Yeah, I can't wait to see more.
Broly.
This here, I know you two are gonna enjoy this. I'm
like I said, I'm into anime, and it's vampires killing. I'm gonna like it. I know it.
It's really, really, really cool.
Yeah.
And I recommend people check it out.
Old school.
1985, baby.
You thought this is cool? You got to see the animation now in new anime.
Yeah, wait till you.
This looks good. This is dope. Wait, when you see this movie though, this animation, I like this style of animation.
Oh, I know that style of animation.
I love it when people drew.
Yeah, you gotta draw the
beautiful. It's beautiful. But make sure you guys tune in next week at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Come check us out over here on Horror Research 30 again to review the film Vampire Hunter D. Came out.
I'm looking forward to all these movies. I don't care what movie it is on that wheel.
I can't wait. I can't wait. And we ended the chapter of Resident Evil versus
it's done.
Underworld. It's over.
Underworld is still the better series.
I agree. Not by a whole lot.
By a lot, in my opinion. I enjoyed those more, I think.
But, we finished those. So if you guys were wondering if that mystery's over, if you had that mystery, somebody had that mystery and just didn't want to go through it. We did it. You're welcome. And,
you can send a check to my email. Send me, I'll give you my PayPal.
This guy said send a check to his email.
And
I don't even know how that. I
You got
don't even know how you
Cash
do
App,
that.
Venmo, PayPal.
listen, Aaron,
There you go.
my drink kicked in. Calm down a little bit.
That's what he meant. That's what he meant.
That's what I meant.
But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We are going to get out of here. Make sure you go check out Troy Hill Talks coming up at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Make sure you check out the Worst Name Gamer because he's back now.
Hell yeah. Gonna be
And
grinding.
yes, he is.
Underworld.
None of them.
No.
In my opinion, none of them. None of these movies aged well, in my opinion.
I
They're
don't know.
they're okay.
They're fair. They're fair. They're about the same par. Underworld to me had the better story, but
Yeah. Like I said,
Resident Evil,
my favorite both these series, my favorite movie is Rise of the Lycans.
yeah,
Fair.
yep.
That was like the second or third of Underworld, right?
It's the second one.
Yep.
It was
Okay.
a prequel.
Okay.
That was my favorite one. I just thought they did a really good job in that movie.
Mhm.
It was definitely better than the first one.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like,
But we're gonna wrap this one up though, people. I'll see you in your
Bye,
nightmares.
everyone.
Peace.